All right, everybody. We are going live. Facebook, YouTube, even Anchor FM is capturing us. And it was, I always get inspired different ways, but it was Cameroonian YouTubers. And with talking to YouTube every month at least, about the different YouTubers that I represent and the different things that we need. And, I want to give some tips. Now, let me make it very clear. KELLEN KASH is not what you call a YouTuber. KELLEN KASH does this to be informative, so I don't have to say it 100 times, because I think you kind of have to be likable in a different way to be a YouTuber, quote unquote. And you guys know, I could really give a hoot about how this should be and that should be. We're more of creating how things are gonna be than how they should be. So, and it takes a lot of time to YouTube. Don't get it twisted. YouTube is not just you get a check the first time you do a video. It takes a lot of time. So, what inspired me? I was talking to one of the YouTube reps that I talked to, very helpful over there in San Francisco. And, we were talking about Africa, and I'm always pushing Africa because it seems like Yahoo and YouTube and all these big and medium-sized tech companies, they think of Africa last. And I know there's reasons that they do that I won't go into this video and talk about, or I don't plan to talk about. But it was right here, MOVA'S video talking about what is wrong with Cameroonian YouTubers. And it wasn't that anything is wrong with them. She was more inspiring them to do more. And you will see, she has videos. She had 3,000 views on this video. Now, I can't see how many subscribers she has, but my first advice to her would be to let people know how many subscribers you have, because YouTube is one of those things when people see you have a lot of subscribers, even if they don't like your content, they are more inclined to stay on and see why other people are watching. And I gave her even a little comment, because I haven't seen her there on months, and told her, you got to do more videos too. And I think she's in the States. So, but she kind of sparked me to say, Cameroonian YouTubers, we're going to Cameroon in July. I want to link up with all the Cameroonian YouTubers that are really pushing and doing something. So I started looking, and, YouTube will tell you, different things. And then I saw Miss Dolly over here. She had the Cameroonian YouTubers, which I'm going to name this, Cameroonian YouTubers, this video and audio and everything, that because I want to get the attention. Because when I go over here and I'm seeing Miss Dolly say the same type of encouragement, both of these ladies did a great job in mentioning other YouTubers, which is a great way to pull people into your audience and have people know that you're thinking about them. And I think I may just copy and paste this list and this list that I loved and that I saw first, and just copy and paste and talk. So I don't have to say this over and over, because YouTube is a big platform. And this is how we create our own narrative. And so it's great that they are, showing love, whatnot. But I'll tell you one thing. When I go to some of the other YouTubers that they mentioned, I'm seeing, and I go check out their videos, and videos are great. I go to their About page, and you see Miss Tia over here. And you can get a lot out of someone's About page. Usually, I can see she's in the United States, and she's a Cameroonian. But what I can't see is any social media. Oh, no. We can't see the social media? I want to see social media on your page. So in case there was a branding deal, in case someone wanted to collab, we could see the social media, and it should be on all your pages. And I checked out a couple of others. this one right here, she has her social media, so you can easily click on her Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or Google if anyone's using Google, even her business entry. So that was great for this YouTuber, and she let you know how to say her name, Erlubima. Now, what I noticed about her though, and this is no criticism, but I like the dual language. I like everyone who speaks their language, and she's speaking French on her videos. We can go right here and see, the French, the titles are in French. You know, for the most part. But when I go to our about page, it's in English, and I'd like to know, why is it in English? Put it in French. There's a whole market, especially someone like me who likes to know a lot of greetings and how to get around in different languages. I want to know, even, put it in both languages, but if you're doing it in French, your videos, put the description in French so we all can learn or know or whatnot. So YouTube allows you to do that, unless you're on some like funky keyboard maybe, but yeah, put it in French. I'd love to see that. And we're going to go back to Miss Dolly over here, and we can see she's put her recent videos. She even puts her and I've noticed most of the ladies did this, and most of the people do this. This is what you're supposed to do. Put your social media in every video. YouTube actually allows you to kind of have a copy and paste method to do that. And so it just has people more engaged. They stay on. And just so people know, don't hate on anybody on their subscribers, because it's the views that get you paid when you get into that level. So, when we go into Dolly's, I'm going to play around with hers because I took a glance at it and I liked what she had. She had her opening video right here, which is kind of, her guide or what she wants you to know about her channel. Many people have done videos on that. I don't want to focus on, too much everything you need to do on YouTube in this video, because I want to keep it on Cameroon and encourage more people from Cameroon to do videos. And she has her Instagram, so you can easily go to her Instagram. You can easily email her, and it lets you know where she's at in the United Arab Emirates. And you know what I want to see YouTube do, and it used to be a time you could find them easier. I want to be able to find people by location. Now, there are some ways of doing it, but I want YouTube to make it easier for everyone to do it by location. Because even like I was watching videos in Tanzania, and they did, their creator form, and everything seemed fine. It's not as easy for everyone. Now, if you speak Hindi, there's a lot of videos on how to find people by location. But if you speak English, there's not too many, and sometimes they're trying to sell you something, and sometimes for the end user, which is those of you who pretty much know how to turn on a computer and maybe sign in for registration, it's not really as simple for you, which we don't want everyone or anyone to be an end user, but that's just the fact that some people aren't going to be that tech savvy. So it is what it is. And that's probably a reason why I say, hey, I'm not a YouTuber or not a traditional YouTuber, because I'm going to tell you something that's going to offend you, and that's okay with me, because, it's all good. Life is good. So you can see she's hooked up with her video. She has her playlist, but she has her related channels. The people she's following and digging and loving, and I love it. But I want to, when I go to anywhere, any country, or even any state, I want to see all the YouTubers. I just want to be able to click where they're from. We were talking about this right here, and I want to just be able to click this button, and I've told YouTube that. I just want to click it, and I want to see all the YouTubers, put them in different categories, however, but just so we can connect. Especially someone like me who represents YouTubers and is responsible to get a lot of views, hundreds of thousands, millions, multi-million views. I book for certain YouTubers, interviews. I do strategy for certain popular YouTubers. I manage certain YouTubers. So it would just make my job a lot easier, and I think it would add to the platform. So, if YouTube, is inclined, they'll do that. There's certain times in data YouTube doesn't give, and there's reasons for that. I won't get into them now because 90% of the people wouldn't care, and the other 98% wouldn't get it at this point. But you can inbox me or always call me on clarity.fm/KELLEN KASH. Book a session to talk to me professionally, or send an email, and we may be able to get to that question. So the Cameroonian YouTubers, I want like almost a correlation of people to come together. And you know what I want to see more of? I want to see more footage, not just from Cameroon, but from everywhere. I want to see more footage of Cameroon and other places in Africa and other rural places that, in America, you might only see on PBS. I want to see them on, excuse me, I was checking the Facebook and trying to do two things at once. My mother always told me, men struggle or can't do that. But I want to see more footage of Cameroon events, Nigerian events, South Africa events. I don't want the West to always be able to push their narrative of, Africa is poor, Fiji is poor, Samoa is poor, and the people are big, whatnot. I want to see what the people, the natives, the people who visit, who really embrace the culture, I want to see what they see. And we can do that. The more of us who pick up a camera, we don't have to be getting paid from YouTube to do that. We just have to have an interest and an awareness of the culture. One of the big things that I have a problem with Westerners when they go to different countries are that they kind of stick with that narrative, and that they're going to show that country, let's say a country in Africa, they're going to show them something. It's like, you just got here. How you going to show somebody something? You can stay at home to show them something. You know what I mean? Invest, put some money up. And I'm only trying to show with my professional expertise of what I do, how we can grow that. So I'm not, trying to be over Sabi, as they would say in Pidgin in Cameroon. I don't want to be over Sabi. I just want to share some of the knowledge that I have, whatnot, because I know Dr. C, she's out in Germany. We can go to Dr. C's page real quick. And Dr. C, she does doctor lessons in a Pidgin, which is beautiful. I want to find her channel, not just things people have uploaded. There she is, in Pidgin, and she got 795 views. And Pidgin is a beautiful language. So you can see Dr. C right here for those of you who can see the video, whatnot. And I've talked to Dr. C. If anyone knows Dr. C, and I have her, on Facebook, whatnot, and we've talked via WhatsApp. I want Dr. C to come do an interview with a few of my YouTubers. I don't know, being a doctor, I know things are busy, and sometimes people can be shy too. But I want her to come on some bigger platforms, and I like what she's doing. I've loved what she's doing for a long time. And let's just check out Dr. C's stuff. It doesn't link to her social media, but it does have her website. But you can also link your website into the link right here so people can click. There are some people who are so lazy in life that they just won't do a simple scroll, copy C, or if you're on Mac, you know what you guys do, and to find your stuff, and they'll just say, can't do it. There's some people, sometimes it's end users, sometimes it's kids, sometimes it's elderly, they just don't get it. Might be on a new computer. There could be so many reasons, but this is another Cameroonian YouTuber that, for all you Cameroonian YouTubers who are watching this, add her, because Dr. C has that medical game that people need, from the city to the village. And when I say the village, I don't just mean in Cameroon. There's many elders who have moved to the West, and going medical attention. Still in America, you can get it, but sometimes, the doctor can tell you something about diabetes, but you need to hear it in pidgin. So you click on that. Oh man, Dr. C said this too. Boom. Play that for your in-laws, whatnot. But there's so much information and power in this YouTube, and it's only going to grow. YouTube isn't going anywhere. When you see YouTube buy Netflix, merge with Amazon and T-Mobile and all this stuff in the future, and you're gonna say, wow, that's a monopoly, but that's a whole nother video. But it's YouTube is a great platform, has a lot of benefits for Africa, for America, for everybody. But we're just so focused on Cameroon right now. And like I said, when I get out there, I want to be able to, if we could put an event with a couple YouTubers from Cameroon, that would be awesome. Same thing when we are going to be in Ethiopia. If we could do something like that. So if there are any Ethiopians who, if there's anything like that, we want to connect. What we can't wait for is Google and YouTube to always organize things. Those are big machines that it takes almost an act of Congress to do stuff, and they don't always have their pulse on what we like, So we have to be proactive and say, let's put 4 or 10 or 20 content creators, no matter how big, how small, and let's do something. And we can do that in Philly too. I see you, Tony. We can do that in Concord too. I see you, Patrick. I see everybody on the Facebook checking it out, because honestly, if you were Kevin, Tony, Corey, William, I see y'all. If you were getting a full-time check from YouTube, you could do that anywhere in the world. Now, YouTube has just created their first Nigerian base, whatnot, but they're only focusing on certain creators, certain projects. So there's certain things that they may miss the ball on just because they're not there yet, and it's growing. And there's some other factors that could come into too. I don't want to get too into that, because y'all get all up in my business, and I like my relationships. I like to this is how we make our living. But it is crucial for you, if you're going to be on YouTube, to make sure you get all your links and everything ready and keep pushing. YouTube, don't look at it as a job, even if you are getting, $1 million from YouTube. Look at YouTube as a platform that you can do and say what you want to build your own platform as well. So you can control your narrative all the way. We're going to use YouTube as long as it's here and it's working for us. But let's be honest, we've seen the decline of MySpace. We see what Snapchat is doing, whatnot, right? So we just don't want to put all our hopes in that. And that's why it's crucial for everyone to have their website. And it's the reason why we love building websites, because people have to control their own narrative. You can build your own, have your own server and be your own YouTube, or use YouTube server. But, there's so many options. But we are going to try to link up with everyone we can. If you are a YouTuber, especially if you're in Cameroon, if you're in the States, if you're in Europe, wherever, say hi, follow me at KELLEN KASH. That's Cash with a K, KASH, KELLEN, KELLEN. It's all in there. I try to, put a description for all my stuff. The only people who suffer for my description sometimes are the people on Anchor FM, because I'm always doing that on the go, or, last minute, whatnot. But we want to connect with everyone, have a conversation, and record it and let people know about the real Cameroon, because every place has a beautiful side, and every place has, issues. But what we're not going to let them do on the news is put the negative on Cameroon constantly. And then we're not going to fall into the propaganda of, oh yeah, we'll follow whatever the talking points were on this major media outlet. And, for whatever issues any country has, we're just not going to do it, whether that be in Cameroon or that be in Philly. We're going to show the beautiful side. We're going to show how we're building businesses. We're going to show how we're hiring each other as subcontractors and, shelling out that money, right? that's what we are trying to do. Again, I'm not the YouTuber or a YouTuber that is here to make friends. I am the YouTuber here to make business partners. And then we can become friends and family and all that. But the way that I talk is the way that I talk, and people say, "Wow, do you have to be so aggressive?" I say, "Nothing great has been created without you being aggressive, and we can't play these games, these old school games of just bullocks, man, and BS, and just oh yeah, if I don't like something, I'm gonna let you know off top." And so I loved how some of these videos were done, and the things that I didn't like, I shared with you guys. And I'm even looking at this one, Visa for free. I gotta watch that video next. That'll be opened up real quick. But I want to always give you guys a little quick tip. So YouTube, wherever you are in the world, can start your YouTube, document your story, because when it's all said and done, your loved ones can go back and see who you really were, and they can't try to taint your story. They can't try to change it. They'll know it because of the words that you said directly from you. So especially that's important if you're in business or if you're an artist of any sort, whatnot. So, any questions, comments, all will be in the description boxes. Kellen at ColemanPRFirm.com. We're a full service firm. Relations and consulting is what we do. But I'm not going to be too long with this rant because I actually want people to watch it and get value out of it. But great job. Mostly ladies. I saw that I've seen, even the cooking channels. I'm going to have to check out some more of those. Didn't want to have a whole bunch of tabs open while doing this, so I knew where I was going. But great job, and let's keep it authentic to us. Let's do us and not worry about them. That was one thing Mova was saying, how people aren't being creative. Be creative. Put that in French. See how she went from English to French. There's nothing against that. For those especially of us who need to practice hard on our French, because I've been lost in Paris. So I know my French is terrible. I know it's terrible, but I'm working on it. Duolingo. Thank you. Shout out. So let me know any questions, comments. I am going to cancel this I'm going to cancel this, and we'll talk later, people. Peace and blessings. Stay tight. Words we can't take back. If I could, I would erase. Do whatever it takes to show you I appreciate. Before the angel tells me that it's too late. I know the guns are drawn.